You already know. It's your boy, the Maniac. Ready to see where I'm at, man. Over here in the Bronx. Let you tell me where I'm at. Which projects is these, man? Huh? Yeah. You tell me, man. I'm all over the Bronx, baby. But as usual, I'm not here to give you a tour of the Bronx or show you what projects these are. I'm here to talk boxing. And man, oh man. But before I do, you already know why I'm repping that Four Corners Boxing, baby. And the Boxing Round Table. Make sure you go like, share, and subscribe to both channels. Now, with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got Bud versus Madrimov, Riyadh season, part 1. And just like these projects, that card is just like the projects. Because every fight is going to be a banger. Just about maybe one, maybe two, but all of them is going to be action-packed. Let's start right from the top. We got Bud, arguably the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in boxing, going up to junior middleweight. His first fight for the title against Israil Madrimov. And look, man, I tell you this is Madrimov's 11th fight. But that doesn't mean he a slouch, man. Yes, Uzbekistan fighter. And you know these guys, he awkward, man. He awkward. He got good footwork. He throws punches in different angles. And just like Bud, he could go from orthodox to southpaw. So he's going to show Bud some looks, man. It's going to be very interesting. The dude is also, he chiseled, man. He look like a G.I. Joe action figure, man. Madrimov is cut. He cut like good coat, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point is this. Does Bud go up there and get that title? Absolutely. He's fighting for a title and an interim title. So I say this, man, based on experience, based on skill, you gotta go Bud in this fight. You have to. Bud, the angles, and nobody in boxing, bro. Nobody in boxing, to me, got that switch like Bud, man. The only one that come close is Gervonta Davis. Both fighters, just seems like every fight is either a close fight, or they losing, or they getting outboxed, and then they put that switch, and they put your lights out. And that's Bud. Bud is the king of that switch, man. He's just different, and this is why he is the #1 fighter in boxing. I expect Bud to win this fight, but not by stoppage. I'm going Bud decision and become a 4-division world champion, and perhaps unified junior middleweight, but we'll see what happens there. Also on the co-main event, we got Pitbull versus Jose Venezuela, El Rayo. That's thunder, that's lightning, that's one of them. I'm just bugging out right now, man. I forgot which one is it, but regardless, you know when you got two Mexicans in there, guys, there's only one thing. Action. All action fight is going to be crazy. I expect Pitbull to get it done. He looks comfortable at 140. But El Rayo is not to be taken lightly. And if he loses, he's going to go out on his shield. Because that's just the fighter he is. Just like in the De Los Santos fight. And he just came off a spectacular knockout. But I expect Pitbull to be exactly his nickname. A Pitbull. And him get that stoppage, and he will, man. Trust me, that dude is hungry, and he's there for them big fights at 140. So we'll see what happens. Also, we got two solid heavyweight fights. Let's start off with Andy Ruiz versus Big Baby Miller. Now this is gonna be straight action. Baby Miller, you know, he's been suspended because of PEDs. You know, he lost his last fight to Dubois. Andy Ruiz, not a lot of activity within the years, a couple of fights. But just know this, both of these fighters need this win desperately to get back in the mix for a title contention. They expect this fight to be all out. This might be fight of the night, man. They both gonna bring it. I'm gonna go with Andy Ruiz. He's just a more skilled fighter, but should be a hell of a fight. Then we go to the other heavyweight, Bacole versus Jarrett, the other baby Anderson. And I'm going to tell you this, man. This is a tough fight for Anderson, man. This is a tough fight for Jarrett. He better be careful, because what's going to happen is they going to get it popping. If he sleep on them, he going to go to sleep. This could be an upset. This is upset alert. Jarrett Anderson, be careful, man. I'm on the fence on this fight, man. Could definitely go either way. But I'm going to just go with the younger fighter, because I'm just going to be a little biased on that one. And then we got light heavyweight making his debut. David Morrell, the Cuban, fighting Hot Rod. And just like Benavidez' first fight at light heavyweight was against an opponent with one loss. Same thing with Morrell. And what those two opponents with one losses have in common, they both got stopped by Benavidez. So expect Morrell to go in there and make a statement and say, listen, maybe Benavidez didn't stop his opponent, but I am. And I'm going to show you I'm ready for this division. Expect that Cuban to do his thing. And then we got Andy Cruz, another Cuban, gold medalist from the gate. He's 3-0, 1 knockout. No training wheels, straight to 10 rounders soon as he turned pro. So he's fighting Antonio Moran. In fact, if those that not too familiar, that's the dude that Haney put his lights out. So I expect Andy Cruz to go in there and just put on the master class. Regardless, the card is crazy. Should be action-packed. That's this Saturday. It's your boy, the Maniac, and I'm out. One.